Hi, today I want to talk to you about a principle that we find in Luke chapter 15, where Jesus shares the parable of the lost sheep, where the shepherd leaves behind the 99 to go in search of the one. And we often wonder, why would Jesus leave behind the 99 to go get one sheep or the shepherd? And that is because the 99 were safe in the sheepfold, but the one was lost, and it was weak, and it needed to find a place to be that was safe. So the shepherd was willing to risk everything to go get this one sheep. And you have to remember that in those times and in those days, sheep were worth lots of money. So he already knew that the 99 were safe, but this one was valuable. It was everything to him. So he risked whatever he could to go get that sheep. And the principle here that I want to talk to you about is something that has caused me great concern of late, because I think it's a principle that we have forgotten in the church. And as our churches grow and as our leadership grows, the one sheep does not become as important to us as the big 99 sheep. So what happens, and I've heard it many times in leadership meetings, and I've heard pastors boast about it, that they can sacrifice the one sheep for the 99. Now often we have to make tough leadership decisions, yes we do. But when we lose this principle, this is culture affecting the church rather than church affecting culture. Because Jesus goes and gets the one. He leaves behind the 99 for the one. And I think as pastors and as leaders, we have forgotten that. We have forgotten that people are valuable individually. And some are hurting, and some will cost us lots of trouble and lots of angst. But Jesus, the principle he is teaching here is that they are valuable. Souls are valuable. And the moment you start saying that one is not as valuable as the others, then there's a problem. And the kingdom principles are no longer in effect. And what you have is culture affecting the church. Because culture says, if that sheep is weak, if that sheep is hurting, we just need to cut it off so that the rest of us can grow and the rest of us can prosper. We don't want that one affecting us. That is not what Jesus is teaching us here. That is counter. And if I'm talking to you as a pastor, and if I'm talking to you as a leader, you need to sit back and evaluate whether or not you are doing that. There should be processes in place for you to have discipline and for you to have people, whether or not they need help. You cannot just out people from ministries. You cannot just cut them off from your ministry or your church because they are difficult. You have to have processes in place so that you can be going to get the one. Jesus' whole heart was for the gospel message. It is easy for us to get up on Sunday and preach the gospel message. It's a whole other thing to actually live it out every day as you're leading and as you're a pastor. So my challenge to you today is to make sure that you are not leaving behind the one for the 99, because Jesus values the one. And there's one in your congregation, there's one in your sphere of influence right now who needs you to go seek them and to help them. And God is asking you to do that. So take some time today and evaluate whether or not culture is affecting you or is Jesus affecting you. Thanks.